Wolfchase Toyota Insider of the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Kevin Robinson, back from Oxford, Mississippi, where you took the team down there. You had a chance this weekend, I guess, really to take some athletes to get them some work in a competitive setting down there. Tell us about it.
Well, first outdoor meet for us. Took a short trip down to Oxford. We competed maybe 2/3 of the team. I think we got off to a pretty good start. I think we won a total of 6 individual championships. We had a lot of, top 2, top 3 type kids and good finishes all around. A lot of our heavy hitters, Paul's, for example, and Giorgio, we didn't compete them. We just kind of backed off a little bit so they can train and be ready for the heart of the season. But all in all, for us, it's a really good place to start. It's a short trip. It's a good practice opportunity for us. Helps us get our feet wet and kind of get back into the outdoor mode a little bit. And I'm pretty happy with where we're at.
Talking about giving some guys a little time off there. I know they're still training, but maybe out of the competition for a week. Had such long runs in the indoor season. Got to, I guess, mentally a lot of times have just maybe a week to recharge.
Yeah, some of the guys and girls have much longer seasons than others. So we're trying to kind of manipulate when and where they train and when and where they compete so that we have them at their very best, at the end of the year when it matters the most. So for the younger generation, it's very important to compete early and compete often and let them get their feet wet a little bit. And for the older guys and girls that have been in it for a while, sometimes it's more important to back off and recover and take things slowly because they've been there, they've done it, they know what's coming. So it's not necessarily learning how to compete on this level. It's learning how to manage their athleticism and peak them when it matters the most.
And again, in your situation, it's not really that difficult of a transition going from the indoor season to the outdoor season since you guys are training outdoors most of the time anyway.
Yeah, I think the biggest transition is going from the indoor specific events to the outdoor specific events. We don't get to do a lot of discus or hammer training indoors. We don't get to steeple. Our long distance guys, they're 5,000 meters is the longest race indoors, and we step up to the 10K outdoor. So there are obvious differences between the indoor and outdoor season, but we do train on the outdoor track year round. So the transition for us is not, I would say, not as difficult, but with changing seasons, there's always going to be some challenges there.
Talk about the outdoor season as you've already gotten it underway with the one meet down at Ole Miss. What are your expectations? What do you see out of your men's program, your women's program?
Well, I think on the men's side, we have some senior leadership that I think is really going to step up. This is the last outdoor season for Austin Crenshaw, who's multiple-time conference champion and national qualifier. This is Giorgio's final year. He's an All-American in the high jump. Paul's is a junior. He just came off the 3rd place finish at the indoor championship. We have a lot of guys, unfortunately, that we're going to lose at the end of this year that are, I think they're going to make this year very special outdoors. I think we're going to be highly competitive on the men's side. And I think we're going to put a lot of people in NCAA regional and hopefully onto the national championship. So I think we can be very, very competitive with the men's group. And, when it's over, we're going to miss a lot of those seniors. On the women's side, we don't have as many seniors. We're a little bit younger. I really look to Maya, who had a phenomenal indoor campaign, and I think she opened up really well at Ole Miss already, way ahead of where she was last year, and I think she's going to continue to do very, very well. We've got a number of athletes who can compete at the conference level, and we should have, hopefully 8 to 10 that will go ahead and go into the regional championship. So a little bit of a difference between the men's and women's right now, more senior laden on the men's side. The women's are a little bit more developmental at this stage, but all in all, both programs I think stand to be very competitive, and we're just looking forward to getting the season rolling and seeing where we're really at.
Going to be a big week for you. You're going to host the meet over at the Park Avenue campus on the new track and field facility. It'll get underway at 10 o'clock Saturday with the field events. The track events will begin at 12:30. First of all, before we talk about the teams and then the competition, what's it like to put this together now at the new track and facility? I know you guys probably rely on a lot of help, some volunteer help to get this big event together.
Well, first of all, we're really, really excited to be able to host a meet again. It's been a couple of years since we've been able to do this, and it's always, to me, it's a great opportunity to bring the fans and the community together. And we have so many athletes that are from this area, and it gives their parents and family and friends a chance to come out and see them compete and kind of protect their house. It's an exciting time. We're really, really anxious for the first meet with the new facility because the layout's a lot different. So we've had to change the way we schedule the meet a little bit, and there's going to be some kinks to work out on the front end. But once we kind of get an understanding of the flow of the facility and how we can best manage the wind in terms of our field events, it's going to give us a lot more opportunities in the future. So it's a phenomenal facility at this stage. It's going to allow us to host a very, very high-class invitational meet in the future. This meet's already bigger than it has been in the past. So we're really looking forward to it. Of course, we do rely on a lot of help and a lot of volunteers. We're just anxious, excited. The team is really fired up to get after it, and hopefully we can pack that whole area this weekend and get a lot of support and a lot of people out to cheer on the Tigers.
And it's great with the development over the last 5 to 10 years of the Flott Golf Center, the softball complex, or renovations at FedEx Park, now track and field and soccer there in the future, is that each sport, when there's a baseball game, they can see the new track facility. When there's a track meet, they'll see the other facilities. It's going to kind of just snowball with each other, how that's tied together now.
Yeah, I think one of the very unique things about our athletic department, which has not always been the case, but we have a lot of our sports that are right there together, very centrally located in one location. And I think when we get all the facilities done and the renovations complete, that we can really invest a lot into hosting not only baseball and softball and track, but getting in a situation where we can host multiple events at one time and really create some energy in the city and the community to get rallied around all the Tiger sports. And the location of Park Avenue campus allows us to do that. So in the future, I think it's going to be great.
Well, tell us a little bit about the meet. We've talked about the logistics. Who's coming in? What do you expect out of this meet?
Well, it's going to be highly competitive. We have, at the moment, we have Ole Miss, Arkansas State, Southeast Missouri, Missouri State, Southern Illinois. We have multiple smaller schools from around the area. We also have a few very elite level unattached athletes that are coming in. In fact, we do have one female thrower that was fifth at last year's World Championship and the reigning USA National Champion. So she should come out and put that discus record out where it won't be touched for a while. But it's going to be highly competitive. We're looking to try to streamline it, to keep it smooth, to keep the fans involved as much as we can. That's why we put everything on one day. So we're looking forward to it. I think it'll be a great event.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck this weekend, and I hope you have a great event. I'm sure it should be a nice event. Hopefully the weather holds up for you this weekend.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Jeff.
Kevin Robinson and I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.